Check us out on Patreon, guys, where we give you our exclusive access to all of our videos, 186 videos and counting. We just updated it. That's why I know how many videos is on there.
Bangers too, though. Bangers. You know, nothing too shabby. I mean, I don't know, like a Led Zeppelin marathon. We got Metallica on there, some Megadeth stuff. You know, I'm just saying. Just throwing that out there, man. So if you're interested, definitely check that out, guys. The link for that will be in the description.
What's up, guys? Your boys are back. I'm Ryan, my man, George.
Yeah, man. What's shaking, guys? How y'all living out there? Of course, shout out to the free thinkers, our patrons, and all that shit.
Yeah, man. So we're kicking off the Redemption series, not marathon, man. Shout out to everybody that participated in that post that we put up about multiple series monthly. That was kind of a question, kind of statement.
Yep.
We wanted to kind of get your feedback on that. You guys had a lot of good ideas, a lot of good feedback, but there was some confusion on how it would work. And quite frankly, we're piloting this idea. So guys, bear with us. So I'm gonna try to give us a little bit of clarity on what to expect moving forward. So typically when we do the marathons, guys, we would do probably like 8 to 10 songs or so. And we would just kind of stay in that marathon, and everyone that loves that marathon is happy. Everyone that doesn't love that marathon just checks out. So we want to avoid the people that are checking out. So for example, with this Redemption series, we've got multiple different bands that we put up polls for. We got Radiohead, we got Led Zeppelin, we got Iron Maiden, and we got the Primus poll that we put up. So typically we would do those winners, right? All in succession, 8 or 10 songs, and then we're pretty much done. What we would like to do is we will do a couple different songs, like maybe a couple songs from Primus. We're doing Frizzle Fry today. We're going to get to Jerry as a race car. That won the poll, so we will do that. But maybe next week, we'll get to Iron Maiden. And then the week after that, we'll do Radiohead. The week after that, we'll do Led Zeppelin. And in the meantime, we'll still be able to do other videos, one-offs, because new videos come out that we have to get to. We do multiple genres. And we can have multiple series. Maybe we'll have not only the Redemption series going on, we'll have classic rock series going on. So then that way we can have more variety instead of just staying in that one genre or that one series for 10 straight videos. And so we think that this is a way to kind of get everyone involved and kind of keep the masses happy. I can't make everybody happy, but I think that that's we're trying.
It's an attempt.
We're trying.
So it will be business as usual as far as us doing all, random picks or whatever the case may be. And then we'll have the series, maybe multiple series sprinkled in the business as usual. Right. Hopefully that's clear for you guys. So we chose Frizzle Fry today, man. We just throw a wrench in the game because, we look at the comments, man, and we try to be as in tune with what you guys are saying
that's true.
As possible. We value everyone's opinion, especially the people who are constantly in the comment section engaging and making this community what it is. You know what I mean? So we saw a lot of people, man, say Frizzle Fry is probably slept on. It'd probably be a really good bet for us to kind of, to probably turn us a little bit on Primus. And there were some people that said Jerry was a race car driver. It was a pretty good shot, but a lot of people were really going hard for Frizzle Fry, thinking we really think that this could be the one, but maybe it's not as popular as Jerry was a race car driver. So we always honor the winners. Yes. It will be honored, just not today. Frizzle Fry is what we're doing today. Gonna throw a wrench in the game. Hopefully we're not making too many people mad. We'll get to Jerry. Let's rock, man. We know about Primus. We know that they're eclectic, so we're expecting something very eclectic here. So let's see if they can turn us, man. I don't think it was ever a question of if we think Primus is creative or if they lack talent or skill. It's just a matter of style, I think, for Primus. So let's see, man. Primus, Frizzle Fry.
Song. Every damn song. Every song seems like they have a comedic value to it. We did Tommy the Cat, right? And even that had a comedic feel to it, with these It almost sounds like someone like talking over like a bullhorn. You know what I'm talking about? Like, you know how Spanish music. Oh, they got the.
It sounds like a car auction or some shit. 25, 35, 45, whatever. That shit was wild.
But it's over like a PA system type thing, you know. And I say that the reason why I bring that up is because prior to him saying "hello, all you boys and girls" or whatever he said, I was jamming out. I was like,
Yes,
yeah, this
it sounds
is nice.
nice.
Yeah, I was like, this is all right, you know.
The atmosphere, man, it sounds
But-
a little gritty, like the little fretting or whatever they were doing with the
Yeah,
guitar.
man.
That
You
that
know?
sounded cool.
But then they had to come in with this comedic value kind of vocals here. So I don't know, man. Let's run it back.
Hello, all you boys and girls. I'd like to take you to the inside world. It's quite an irregular place to be, but never fear, you're safe with me. Well, maybe.
Goddamn drum.
Golden Arrow Maccabee against the face that's cut from stone. The white buzz line is singing. Thank God the boy's not alone. I don't believe it's
Bassist and the drums, the bassist and the drums together, nasty.
Them drums, boy. The bass too, though. Yeah.
The
but-
bassist and the nasty, and the bassist and the I'm gonna say the nasty,
and the nasty ass drums. And the nasty. That'd be a nice drummer name, though, Ryan.
the nasty.
The nasty. Just call him the nasty.
Yeah, man. Those two the way that they're playing off each other, the bassist and the drumming, man. That the way it's almost like a give and go type of feeling that I get from it. That's a basketball term, but it's kind of a back and forth. The way that they're able to, he's like boom boom, yeah. I love the way that they're playing in tandem like that. That sounds
Those
super
fills,
groovy as hell.
It does.
You
And
know?
those fills mixed with the double bass work is so nasty by that drummer. It's just nasty, boy. Shout out to obviously Les Claypool, right? Like Les Claypool is legendary bass player, man, who's just
the nasty.
Yeah, the nasty. I'm talking about the drummers when you said the nasty.
Yeah, I know,
But Les is nice too, though. Like, but and shout out to Tim Herb Alexander, man. Yeah, and then I just think the riffs in this are really nice too, right? It's the atmosphere that they kind of created to complement everything. I mean, it's all inner working to create something really cool.
Yeah.
And it's just the way they're building the way they built the atmosphere. So yeah, let's keep it going.
Yeah, let's keep that going. I'm enjoying that.
Instrumentally, this is
Yeah.
nice.
Thank God the boy's not alone. I don't believe in Santa Claus. I don't believe in spite. I have no use for beauty dolls, especially on this. I don't believe in miracles.
That was nice though. I
was nice.
I like the way that sounds. Yo, boy, I mean, wow. Yeah, that's everyone's and the lead guitarist, all that. Yeah.
This sounds just nasty.
Damn, that flew by.
That did go by.
That flew by.
Yeah, I really enjoyed that, man.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed that, man. Wow, they went crazy though. Yeah. Love to see it live.
Yeah. You know, man, that was incredible. I really liked the groove at the beginning, but when they went to the transition, it sped up kind of demonstration of skill is what I'm going to call it, because they were like, I mean, the way, the pace in which they were playing and what they were doing, man, you got to give credit where credit's due. That's probably one of those, probably, and I know I'm on the spot, but that was probably one of the best displays of instrumentation, that second portion, that I've ever heard. I mean, they're doing that, the speed in which they're able to play and still have a melody of some sort, you know, to still be, you can still kind of catch
Groove?
Yeah, a groove.
Yeah.
But it just is super fast. That's incredible, man. And you gotta really give credit where credit's due. I personally didn't like the way it sounded, but the first part though, I really loved the way the first half of this song sounded groove-wise, instrumentation-wise, and what they were able to do. I really loved the way that sounded, man.
Yeah.
So for me, that's the part that I really, really liked. I appreciated the second part, but I really loved that first part.
That first part was
the way it
nasty.
sounded, man.
Yeah, I liked the whole thing. I liked everything. I liked the first part. I liked the second part instrumentally. I thought they killed it, man. And the bass, Les Claypool is a mad scientist with that bass. I'm pretty sure. Yeah. But during that second part when he was like going, I have
You mentioned that one.
what he was doing with that bass guitar, to me, I'm pretty sure it's revolutionary. Like even when we saw him at the Mastodon concert, man, some of the things he was doing with the bass, I haven't heard anyone quite do it like that.
Right.
It's just very unique approach, very skillful approach. But them drums in this, man, the way he was playing with the double bass mixed in with those fills, how nasty that was throughout the entire course of the song was just, man, he just had me oohing and ahhing the entire time. So
That was nasty.
He
though.
was
I
so-
can't even front on that.
shout out to Herb, call him Herb, Tim Alexander, but they call him Herb. Shout out to him. And then the tone of the guitars. I think they had such a cool, the tone was nice. Very, very great display, man. I actually really enjoyed that.
And that was cool, man. That was a great song.
Great suggestion.
For Redemption Series.
Yeah.
It really was to kick this off. I mean, we're going to get to Jerry's a race car, but I'm glad we did that one. That came in, I think that was like last place or one of the last places.
It was so you guys, now for those people who say, oh, the popular suggestions are never good, we have to really go back and look into that. Because there's been times where we've done some obscure songs and I was like, hell no. And then we did the popular songs and we were like, hell yes. So I don't know about all that. But I will say in this particular case, we'll see. You know what I'm saying? That's a strong offer.
That was cool, man.
We'll see how Jerry Was a Race Car Driver stacks up to that. But this may be one of those cases where it was worth it for us to do something a little bit more obscure. Now, the idea of doing these redemption songs for bands is, what do we mean by that, though, Ryan? I mean, it maybe because me and Ryan haven't quite discussed this and decided it amongst ourselves. We just kind of just went along with what we think redeeming means. But to me, redemption means that it's a band that I'm going to play. I think this is an excellent display, but am I going to play it, though?
For me personally, man, it's if I can tolerate it. Whether I'm going to play it or not, that's like playlist means I like it. I don't need to like it for me to respect something and for it to be redeemable. Some things are just, when I say it's not redeemable, to me, I just think it's awful. I think it's just awful, and Tommy the Cat was awful to me. I did not like that song at all. That had no redeemable qualities to me. I did not like that at all. I don't care how eclectic or how creative it was just to Ryan, to me. Nah, I'm not playing that shit.
Okay, it's important. I think that's good for you guys to know, because for our idea of it, just so keep that in mind when you guys are watching videos, because there's bands on this poll, man, I don't think that we thought or the songs were awful on. You know what I mean? We just didn't necessarily like them too much. But we didn't really, like, Iron Maiden had some songs that we were like, it's okay. We just weren't, we thought we saw the skill, but we didn't really necessarily think they were awful.
Right.
So I think that it's important for you guys to know, for me at least, that it's not about it. It's about it being a band that I think that make such an impression on me that I feel like I can actually play some stuff and make my playlist.
Yeah,
so we'll see.
That might be too much to ask.
So know the difference. As long as Ryan can tolerate it, they have fully redeemed themselves.
You know what that sounds like to me? When you work a job and somebody they want you to buy in to the policy. No, we want you to buy in. I'll follow the policy, but I don't need to buy into it. You ask a little bit too much, bro. You ask a little bit too much.
So there you go. It's business as usual for Ryan as far as Iron Maiden is concerned, because he's been able to tolerate most of the songs. For me, I want Iron Maiden to get a song. This is a legendary band, Iron Maiden as an example. That's a legendary band. If they're that legendary, I feel like there should be something that I can even see myself playing something. Like, I haven't had anything that I even remotely want to play from Iron Maiden. So this one, as far as I'm concerned, this is actually surprisingly going to be playlist. This is going to be playlist for me. This is this is eclectic. I'm going to let that rock again, because it was just, there was so much nasty shit going on with that drumming.
It was,
I'm going to put that on the plaplaylist, man.
That was enjoyable. That was enjoyable.
Don't know if it's going to stay there, though. Yeah. because those vocals, I tried to stay. I'm trying not to say that I don't like the vocals at this point. Those vocals, I know they're satire.
And that's Les, right? That's
I don't know who that is.
Right? That's Les on the vocals.
Yeah, who is that?
Is it Les or Les?
Les, yeah.
I think that's Les on the vocals,
yeah,
right?
Yeah. Shout out to Les for the bass playing. His bass playing, boy. Let's just focus on the positive. His bass playing. I'm not going to try to take it too seriously. I know people are always going to get, whenever we say we don't like something, but people are like, but the reasoning behind it, and I get it. And that's important, and we appreciate the feedback. Doesn't mean that that's going to change the way we just think it sounds, but we do appreciate you guys giving us insight on the purpose of this. And I'm just assuming, man, that they don't take themselves too seriously, and they have a lot of satire, with the way that they deliver their kind of, because I'm sure Les can easily have a standard traditional sound voice, but he wants to be interesting. He wants to be unique. He wants to have something. They want to have something different to offer. So I respect it. But man, does it to me just ruin something that could have been.
But yeah, I hear you.
Easy playlist for me.
I hear you, and I agree with that. But I will say that the instrumentation was I enjoyed it so much that it didn't bother me as bad as Tommy the Cat did. Well, Tommy the Cat, I'm gonna
that
stop.
I agree with.
Yeah,
that I agree with.
I'm gonna try not to.
It was a step up.
Yeah,
it was a step up from Tommy the Cat.
There ain't no bullshit in that.
But how do you feel about? I think it comes down to with music. Do I listen to music and I guess for me, it's different to enjoy music for comedic elements. Like, yes, there's Weird Al and shit like that, but I don't know if music is my go-to or if I even care if a song has comedic value. Does it usually do anything for me? You know, they're cool. They're cool for like a one-time listen or whatever the case may be, but it's not something that I typically care too much about when I'm listening to music. That's not typically what I go for. Now, I'm open to trying to investigating that more and listening to songs with more comedic value. But usually songs like that, I'm like, it's a good for a one-time listen. I have a good time listening to it, have a laugh, and I never listen to that shit again. Kind of like Weird Al, who I kind of have a little bit of respect for because he's still creative. But that's not somebody I'm playing regularly.
Yeah,
it's just not what I look for in music. So whatever the reasoning is on why he approaches it that way, for me, it's just not something that's appealing.
It's not appealing.
You know
Yeah,
what
I
I'm
hear
saying?
you. And you know me, I don't like anything silly. I don't like silly movies. I don't like silly people. I don't like silly. If it's silly, I'm just done. Yeah, so I hear you.
And I'm not that way completely. I like silly shit sometimes. I like silly movies, but in music, it's just rough for me, man. It can be rough for me because I'm like, all right, man, come on. Like, let's get to the serious shit. That's just the feeling that I get. But I appreciate them being different and trying something different because this was unique. And this was made in 1990. It's off their what? Their I think this is their debut album.
Right, debut, yeah.
In 1990.
Yeah.
And they played, this sounds fresh, this sounds interesting still. Yep. Innovative, and this is in 2022, so salute to them. Great suggestion, man. I can see what y'all heard in this that you thought would appeal to us.
This is gonna be fun, man. This is a good way to kick it off, man. I can't wait to get some of these other bands, man, in the Redemption series, man. And I think it's gonna be cool.
I think it's gonna be cool too, man. And hopefully we didn't, disappoint too many of you guys. I know a lot of you were looking forward to Jerry was a race car driver, and we will get to that as we said. But hopefully you appreciated us taking a bit of an obscure angle here, man. Hopefully y'all appreciated it. We'll get to it. Thank you for everybody that participated in the poll. That's the end of the video. If you guys enjoyed that, please hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. And also, guys, check out our Patreon channel if you're interested. It will allow you to get exclusive access to our content. The link for that will be in the description. I'm George. That's Ryan. Las Vegas.
We out.